Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Power of the Force 2 Bantha and Tusken Raider. We've got, check out the Bantha's real feel hair, and if you stick your finger in there you can feel his fuzzy hair. We've got the includes exclusive Tusken Raider with Gaddafi stick, and everything comes twisty tied onto a nice little Tatooine Plains background. On the side of the box we can see a pretty nice image of the Bantha and Tusken Raider. On the back of the box we've got a little description. It says, "An immense shaggy beast, the Bantha lumbers across the barren Tatooine landscape. Suddenly the peaceful image is destroyed as its master, a vicious Tusken Raider, erupts in a violent ambush on fanboy Luke Skywalker. Known throughout the galaxy, Banthas are magnificent creatures that stand over 4 meters tall. Their peace-loving herbivores are able to survive for weeks without food or water, making them the perfect pack animal for Tatooine's infamous Sand People. They also serve as beasts of burden for the planet's moisture farmers and are raised in some parts of the galaxy for food and clothing." So that little description, well, it's open to interpretation really, but it does go somewhere to explaining why the Ewok battle wagon had a Bantha skull on it. Also on the back of the box we can see we've got a little file card there. We've got some other figures and beasts in the range. We've got the Snowtrooper, Luke Ceremonial, Grand Moff Tarkin, Princess Leia and Ewok Celebration, and Gamorrean Guard. Down here we've got the quite rare at the time Tauntaun with Luke Skywalker, and the Wampa with Luke Skywalker, and the companion beast for this set, which was the Rancor. Also on the back of the box we can see a picture of the Bantha and his Tusken Raider. And we've also got this little warning here about do not fire at point blank range, only use missiles provided. That's all good and well, but this set doesn't come with any missiles. Although I'm sure if Dr. Evil lived in the Star Wars universe, a Bantha with firing missiles would be something he'd definitely go for. So if we remove the outer shell, you can see this is the little backdrop that forms the inside of the box, and the Bantha is twisty tied onto there, and also the Tusken Raider is firmly affixed on top of his Bantha mount. So this is the removable saddle with the Tusken Raider attached. He's actually twisty tied underneath there. It's a little bit difficult to get him to stay on, so that's why I've just left him on there. This is pretty much the Power of the Force 2 original Tusken Raider, with a little bit extra articulation in the knees, and his legs are posed in such a way where you're not going to get him to stand up really. He's just meant to be sitting on here. And he also has a soft goods little cape thing at the front and the back. His arms do move, and his little stick will come out of his hand if you wanted to, and his head does turn left and right. And that's about it for articulation on this guy. The saddle is pretty nicely done. It's got some good weathering on it and things, especially for the time. And you can see there, that's the top of the saddle. Got these little pouches and rolled up bits of cargo, little bag there. Underneath, this is the strap that holds it on, and you can see it's just a peg there, and you've got various holes that you can peg that into to attach that onto your Bantha. And this is the Bantha itself. It's a very, very furry creature. He's got some eyes under there, you can just about see. These horns actually have a swivel in them, so you can bring them round. It's a bit strange that they do that, but whatever you want. The legs move forwards and backwards, and the same at the back. You can't really see any joints because of the amount of fur on this guy. And around the back his tail doesn't move side to side, but it does actually rotate. He's got a flat piece under here that's got his markings, 1998 Lucasfilm Hasbro. And he's got real fur, so that's always cool. And to attach the saddle, we simply slide it over the top of him, turn him over, and again it's really hard to see what you're doing, but you just pretty much put that in there and wiggle it till you find a peg. There we go. And now we've got the Tusken Raider mounted on the Bantha. This is really, really a nice set to get. I don't think there's ever been another Bantha since this one. It's certainly the first Bantha that they ever did. Would have been great to see a vintage one, but it would probably have been all plastic. And the addition of a Tusken Raider, the vintage one, would never have sat in there. It would have had to have a little trapdoor to squash his legs into. So I'm not really sure how easy these are to get hold of these days, but if you can grab a couple, these are going to look pretty cool on your Tatooine displays. And it's maybe something Hasbro should look at reissuing, because the figure is definitely out of date now. But the beast itself, that would look pretty good with a modern style figure on there. So this has been Luke with the Power of the Force 2, Tusken Raider and Bantha. Thanks for watching.